The title of the episode, The Bath, may appear simple, even trivial, but in traditional East Asian culture, especially in imperial court settings, bathing represents more than hygiene. It symbolizes purification, status, and sometimes vulnerability. In this episode, the act of bathing becomes a stage for power dynamics, as the elite consorts bathe in the inner palace's facilities. The communal bath scene is rich with tension masked under etiquette. It's where unspoken hierarchies are revealed: who bathes first, who bathes beside whom, and who watches silently. The bath is also where gossip flows as freely as water, revealing that even in a moment of supposed relaxation, the court is a battlefield. Mao Mao's presence in the bath, despite being a servant, acts as a symbol of her transgression and transcendence of class boundaries. She doesn't belong, yet she's there, observing. Her gaze is analytical, not vain. She is not soaking in luxury. She's soaking in information. Throughout the episode, Mao Mao does what she does best. She sees what others don't. The entire mystery behind the strange rashes afflicting certain women in the palace unfolds through her meticulous observation. When she begins analyzing the situation, she isn't just solving a skin condition. She's diagnosing the rot beneath the surface of imperial excess. The reaction on the skin, a metaphor for the infections in the system, petty rivalries, ignorance of health, and the blind following of luxury trends like floral oils, without considering their consequences. This plot beat underscores one of the most potent themes of the series: intelligence in the margins. Mao Mao has no title, but her intellect grants her influence. She's not challenging the system outright, she's navigating it with surgical precision, like a scalpel through soft tissue. A key element of the episode is the investigation into the cosmetic products used by the consorts, especially floral bath oils and lotions. The irony? The very things meant to beautify the women are harming them. The very things meant to elevate status become a cause of silent suffering. This becomes a powerful commentary on the burdens of beauty. The women of the court are prisoners of appearance. They must look appealing, healthy, radiant, but no one cares whether the tools they use are safe. Beauty is political. Skincare is a performance, and Mao Mao is the only one who dares to question the script. The dynamic between Mao Mao and Geneure continues to evolve in this episode, subtly but significantly. Geneure is both charmed and frustrated by Mao Mao's brilliance. Unlike others in the court, she does not flatter him. She dissects him like she would a patient. This creates a friction that is both intellectually stimulating and emotionally tense. In the bathhouse aftermath, their interaction reveals a critical truth. Geneure doesn't know how to deal with someone he cannot control. And Mao Mao? She doesn't seek control. She seeks understanding. Their relationship is a study in opposites: status versus merit, polish versus practicality, desire versus detachment. Yet they keep circling each other, unable to disengage. The structure of this episode quietly illustrates how wit and knowledge are forms of armor in the imperial court. Mao Mao doesn't have soldiers or connections, but she has facts. She solves puzzles no one else sees. Her survival depends not on strength, but on perception. When she uncovers the cause of the rashes, an allergic reaction to a particular oil mixture, it's not just a victory of deduction. It's a revelation. In a place where beauty and obedience are currency, truth can be dangerous. And yet Mao Mao always walks the line. She reveals just enough to stay useful but never too much to become a threat. That balance is what makes her such a compelling character. While the mystery of the rash unfolds, a more delicate game plays out among the consorts and maids. Court life is full of veiled insults, fake smiles, and psychological warfare. There's an especially telling moment when a minor consort subtly mocks another for her skin issue, not out of malice, but to reaffirm her own superiority. These interactions, though brief, offer insight into how social survival in the harem relies on undermining others just enough to stay afloat. The episode doesn't paint villains or heroes. Instead, it shows a realistic portrayal of what happens when dozens of women are pitted against each other for power, affection, and attention, all within a gilded cage. The show subtly but brilliantly confronts the misconception that natural means harmless. The floral oils that caused the rashes were expensive, imported, and all the rage, and yet they were toxic. The lesson here is twofold: class blindness. The upper-class women believe expensive equals good. But they don't understand what they're using. Unquestioned trends, fads in cosmetics, health, and even diet spread without scrutiny, until someone like Mao challenges them. This echoes modern concerns about beauty products, harmful ingredients, and how profit often overrides health. While the episode is primarily self-contained, subtle foreshadowing lingers beneath the surface. The casual references to consort rotations, shifts in Geneure's duties, and even Mao's growing notoriety hint at larger shifts in palace power dynamics. There's also a sense that Mao's sharpness is attracting the wrong kind of attention. In a place where knowledge is both valuable and dangerous, how long can she stay in the shadows? The Bath might lack the overt drama of assassination plots or political coups, but its strength lies in its subtle complexity. It's an episode about quiet observation, social anthropology, and the body as both battlefield and stage it gives us. Mao as a medical sleuth, Geneure as a flustered noble in denial, court women as both victims and participants in a toxic system, and the bath itself as a metaphor for both cleansing and contamination. This is the Apocathery Diaries at its finest, elegant, clever, and unafraid to challenge both characters and audience.